What type of, is there any other creators we would know that are coming?
I don't.
What about other creators? Like, do you pay attention with everything that other people are doing, or do you just focus on yourself?
So I guess you're hitting 10 mil.
So it's basically like 2 baskets are attached to it.
And you said 20% less sales, so you guys kind of chalked it.
Yeah.
Would you
Festivals like Hershey's, for example, there's 10 ingredients, super processed. Our Festivals bars are 5 and has a decent amount of protein, relatively low calories, and make something a little bit better. And I would love. There's a lot of things I want to do. It's just like finding that line where, like, you know, if only 100 people buy it, then it's not really accomplishing anything. Nothing's safe. An influencer can just go in, and if they have a big enough following and build the right team, they can just fuck anything up.
Does Beast Burger have alcohol licenses or no?
So that went crazy.
Yeah, well, there's a couple stages, right? Because your first video to get 100,000 views, your first to get 1 million, your first
to the next, I was getting like half the amount of views. And then other content creators like Ace Family.
These like big brand companies or something like that. I almost wish there was like a box you could check that it's like, do you, like, because I'm sure a lot of advertisers wouldn't care if their ads were on slightly more edgy content if it was cheaper, right? So there should just be a thing like, oh, you know, you can say.
And then if there was ad buyers that wanted to be on that type of content, and maybe there was like a section where they kind of
frustrated. And like he said, I do wish there was like a different way, or maybe some sort of like conversation that they would have with.
I think it speaks volumes of how, like, I remember you guys did that shitty prank on them.
On this one guy like that worked at Google, and it was
hilarious.
Yeah, it was.
Wait, what YouTube?
I think it just speaks volumes of like
it's like a Cold War right now.
No, it's on YouTube and just talking about how shit of a platform it is or whatever, and they allow it, and I find that very interesting when you think about it. Less than 10%, it's more like 6% of the world around there speaks English. With that has, I think, unless someone broke it, the most comments on a single YouTube video. And lo and behold, it's not our most viewed video.
Likes is just more.
The fact that we have the most billionaires, we have the most money. Like there's enough money to.
Well, now we're definitely getting to the point where I have no fucking clue.
Okay.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a day where we just have no fucking clue what's going on.
That's inevitable for sure.
Yeah,
There's the only con I didn't like to it was that it got mixed up in your.
I went out to YouTube and yelled at them many times about that. I thought it was. I think if TikTok was going to, they would have already.
What about the difference in content? I think people get like just like unmotivated to have to rebuild their platform on YouTube Shorts, or it's just
it's underwater, so you see fishes and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we got a giant private. Like there's infinite amounts of views to go around. Like who the fuck cares? Okay.
So not me and him. No, him and Eric.
Yeah, Eric. Yeah, he's training Eric, and I got.
What's good with that?
I'm training this guy.
Yeah, me and him have been working out every single day. So we started 50 days. We've done 50 days in a row, me and him both. So every day we call each other and we just scream at it.
Everyone who like wants to get in shape, they tend to make excuses like they don't have enough time.
Like a real one that you respect, and like every fucking day you talk to them, and you guys like there have been days where, like, you know, I filmed for literally 13 hours, and that first hump, like there are days where you're motivated and there's days where you're not, and you just need someone on the days where they're not to pull you up, and on the days where you're motivated, you pull them up, and it kind of just it works really well. You know, less than 1,000 people have gone to space, and think of all the people who have died on the way up. Where I've reached the line where I actually have to dial back my content sometimes. A fucking 30-year-old mom watching with their kid, and they'll be like, oh, I won't understand this part. The teenager that plays video games, for the, you know, girl that's watching because her brother watches it, for this person, for the 20-year-old in college. There are like 100 different ways I can make that video where I'll still like it, and then I just kind of find the one that's the middle ground.
Have you ever tried to
things that are a little more, you know, scarier with the challenges, or not have to, you know,
could do some crazy shit like challenges.
Well, bro, they could. I think they should have went bigger. That stadium only had 27,000 seats. I think the Sidemen with the influence they had there, no, like who would starstruck you? I mean, I guess Elon. If I met Elon, I would be starstruck.
That's the one person.
Yeah. It's like Elon and
Kim Jong-un.
I mean, I guess I would be starstruck. I might also die. Elks are pond.
If Trump was in office, I'd go, because I feel like he'd be a little better negotiating. Like if some
context, we had a guy. Here's one that I know the answer for. We had if I gave you,
it's good for us.
You don't got to get stuck on like expanding an idea too much. It's just like that idea quick.
Exactly.
You don't got to overthink it. Banger. I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah, he just 6 months to make a video. Did you hear that?